The time now, 12 noon on this Tuesday morning, January the 7th, 2014. It's time now for the Weather Magician PJ Wiggins, the morning report. Tuesday morning, January 7th, 2014. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. The temperature at noontime in North Massachusetts got a temperature of 18 degrees above zero with a wind chill of about 4 above zero with a humidity of 31%. Wind speed was 15 gusts of 25 miles per hour. Barometer 96 inches, 2.8 above. Where 8 below 0 is the dew point, and a visibility of 10 miles. Okay, let's take a look at our radar scope. Shows a couple of blobs of snow showers in extreme northern Maine, down in the northern New Hampshire, and down in the northern Vermont, and the northeastern portions of New York State. And stretching out for central New York and stretching out western New York. And a batch of snow showers in western portions of Nova Scotia, and a line of rain showers in eastern portions of Prince Edward Island, a batch of rain showers in central portions of Prince Edward Island, rain showers in eastern portions of Prince Edward Island, and the snow showers in western portions of Prince Edward Island up in Canada. Yeah? And a line of snow showers up Long Island coastline, a batch of snow showers in central and northern portions of Ontario, and none of the northeastern portions of UP and Michigan down for southern portions of Ontario. Bunch of snow showers in northern portions of Michigan and western portions of Michigan, and a few snow flurries in central and western portions of Illinois down for central Iowa, down for northeastern portions of Missouri. I have rain showers in down for central portions of Florida, and rain showers around the Bahamas. And a bunch of snow showers in northern Utah, stretching down for Idaho, down for Montana, down for western South Dakota, down for western Nebraska, and stretching out at Idaho, down for northeastern Oregon, down for eastern portions of Washington, while rain showers in northwestern portions of California, down for western Oregon, Washington, down for southwestern portions of British Columbia. Batch of rain showers off the California coastline here. Tacoma, Missouri. Good afternoon, 16 degrees with clear skies. Okay, let's take a look at our satellite loop, and it shows satellite loop, and it shows patched up clouds from southern Texas down for Mexico, stretching down to the Gulf of Mexico, down for Louisiana, down to Mississippi, down for Alabama, and clouds from stretching down the Atlantic seaboard and then stretching up and then
Boston. Cindy's here with more on
down in Atlantic Canada, and a batch of clouds stretching down through the eastern Ohio, down for West Virginia, down for Pennsylvania, down New York, and stretching down through the Great Lakes, and stretching down through Illinois, northern Missouri, down to Iowa, down for some of the northern portions of Minnesota, down for Wisconsin, and stretching down for the Dakotas, and a lot of clouds from the Arizona, New Mexico, stretching down for the Rockies, and down for Pacific Northwest, down for southern Saskatchewan, down Alberta, down for
60 degrees.
British Columbia, batch of clouds from central portions of California. Here. Okay, let's take a look at a map situation. High pressure centered in southern Mississippi, southern Texas, western Colorado, eastern Idaho, and northern Nevada. Warm stationary front from southern Alberta, stretched down from northeastern portions of Montana. Warm front down for Dakotas, down for Iowa, down for Missouri, and stationary front around eastern Cuba. Frontal boundary with a low pressure section on southwestern British Columbia. Low pressure in the Dakotas. With frontal boundary down to the western Oregon coastlines. Frontal boundary from southeastern Colorado down to New Mexico, down for northern Mexico. Frontal boundary from central Michigan down for Indiana, and frontal boundary down western Virginia down for the western Carolinas and for Georgia. 15 degrees our temperature right now in Boston, and we are 1 degree warmer than Atlanta at 14, and 2 degrees warmer than Washington at 13 in DC. And we're also 1 degree warmer than Kansas City at 14. A pair of 6 below zeros in Chicago and Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's a frigid day, and it's gonna spill over to much of the southeast. 34 in Dallas, 47 out in Brownsville, 54 in Miami, and in Los Angeles, 27 in Albuquerque, 39 out in Denver, 25 in Salt Lake, 54 in Los Angeles, 50 in San Francisco, 42 in Seattle, and 31 out in Great Falls, Montana. And turning on the temperature clock. Wow, look at that! Cold air spilling into much of the Gulf states, 32 in New Orleans, and stretching out in over Mexico, and 36 out in Jacksonville, Well, it's 18 in Atlanta. Same temperature as Boston right now, noon an hour. Okay, let us take a look at our... Look at our...
The state police have issued a warning to drivers there as the cold weather creates some dangerous road conditions since last Thursday.
Let's take a look. Heavy precipitation possible for the Cascades. Freezing rain possible for parts of the lower Mississippi Valley on Wednesday. And lake effect snow downwind from the Great Lakes. Temperatures will be 25 to 35 degrees below average for the Mid-Atlantic, Southeast to the Iowa Tennessee valleys and to the upper Midwest. Billowy cold air over the eastern two-thirds of the country will slowly moderate throughout Wednesday. In addition, and as the cold air passes over the Great Lakes, the temperature difference between the water and air and an over the producing lake effect snow downwind from the Great Lakes throughout Wednesday evening. Meanwhile, upper level energy over the Pacific Northwest will move southeastward to the Central Plains, Middle Mississippi Valley by Wednesday. Weak onshore flow will produce rain and higher elevation snows on the parts of the Pacific Northwest that will increase to light and moderate by Wednesday evening. Additionally, the energy will trigger light snow over parts of the northern and central Rockies on Tuesday and Wednesday. Return flow around the high pressure over the central and eastern Gulf Coast will stream moisture from the Gulf of Mexico over the western Gulf Coast and in the middle Mississippi Valley, producing rain over the western Gulf Coast and the parts of the lower Mississippi Valley. Wednesday morning and the evening, snow will also develop over parts of the middle Mississippi Valley by Wednesday evening. Furthermore, an area of freezing rain and rain will develop over eastern Oklahoma and northwestern Arkansas on Wednesday evening. Elsewhere, easterly flow off the Atlantic will produce slight rain over the southern tip of Florida from Tuesday evening into Wednesday evening. And a forecast discussion for New England will go like this. Arctic air ability in the region along with blustery west winds will make it for bitterly cold conditions throughout Wednesday. Temperature is warm throughout the week will never short of precipitation late in the week. Presently, a lull in the winds as the temperature is gritty and the loft winds will prevail in substance in the wake of the departing storm of the brief. As speculational energy fight the brothers across the northeastern corners to amplify the flow of the pattern within the lower levels in the response to a tendon and thermal gradient and aloft. Have modified wind and wind gusts accordingly expected in the second period of blustery conditions beyond. Beginning around late afternoon and concluding around midnight should be fairly breezy with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour along the higher terrain. Some uncertainty in wind outcomes will be keep present in lines and make modifications with the afternoon forecast package. There's still some plausibility in the wind advisory criteria being met on the Cape and Islands with regardless of sustained wind speeds about 31 miles per hour. Even though criteria may not be met at times, still feel the wind chill advisory is warranted as prolonged exposure to cold temperatures still present the threat of frostbite and hypothermia. Temperatures not expected to moderate gradually as cold as air at 9:25-85 with Ohio, Pennsylvania gradually drags east into this evening and hides in the single digits of high terrain. Teens elsewhere, this will step and lapse weight with the boundary layer. So, concur with previous forecasts to thinking over the threat to the ocean if snows in the vicinity of the Cape Downs with a more of the direct impact in Nantucket. Alright, let's take a look at a 7-day forecast goes like this. But this afternoon, most of the sun's got high near 20 degrees, west with about 14 and 60 miles per hour, gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Tonight, most cooks are low and 6 above, wind chill values as low as 4 below, southwest wind about 10 and 13 miles per hour, gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Wednesday, sun's got high near 23 degrees, wind chill value as low as 5 below, west wind about 7 to 9 miles per hour, gusts as high as 22 miles per hour. Wednesday night, podcast got low and 14 degrees, west wind about 6 miles per hour. Thursday, both sun's got high near 31 degrees. West wind about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Thursday night, Bolster got low at 18 degrees. Friday, Bolster got with a high near 37 degrees. Friday night, a chance of snow showers. Bolster got low at 20 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Saturday, a chance of rain and snow showers. Clouds got high near 46 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Saturday night, a chance of showers. Most of the skies with a low end 37 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Sunday, parts of the sun skies high near 48 degrees. Saturday night, most of the skies low end 32 degrees. And for Monday, parts of the sun skies high near 47 degrees. Peters, where the phrase of the day. A sunny and a frigid day on tap for today. This is PJ Wisdom. You have a good day with a good positive attitude here.